Alright, this is a general broadcast that I'm putting out here, and it's on my travel channel, I guess. I don't really know what I want to talk about. I was just gonna play around with learning. This is a learning opportunity, so I want to just learn out loud. Since I have a room like this, I got a whole room. I didn't even have to sign up. I just walk in and just start using a room. Alright, I'll check for that chat log. I should have a live chat log pop out. This is the only way I know how to do it. And then just go from there. Let's see. Okay, there is supposed to be an option. Oh, I see. There's Dina Jared. I should have has joined. Alright, it's popping out. Shrinking that down. This is the only way I know how to do it. Because I think the OBS is changing. They seem to have offered some extra services, but I didn't really look into them very closely. So this is the chat. Shrink it or move it down just out of the way at least. OBS is changing. They seem to have offered some extra. Doesn't need to be very large because it's not an active chat anyway. Not a lot of people are gonna see this. Not a lot of people are gonna want to see this. All right, and then I wanted to actually do a quick message while online. Whoops, that wasn't it. Chat anyway. And it's kind of not something I'll be presenting on the live stream. See, I just got to go to my email. See, I made a public records request, and I asked Gina King to send me their police policies, and she is refusing to do that. She says that it's too large, that it's 3.5 gigabytes, and it's just crazy why they can't send it. Let's see, Gina King, 853. She is refusing to do that. She says that it's too large, that it's 3.5 gigabytes. I don't know, just leave that message there. I don't really need to be on that. So that's unfortunate that I got to deal with this. I sent her something. I told her that the policies from Warren County are 7.97 megabytes, and she's saying that her policies are over 8 gigabytes. The policies from Warren County and I think that's interesting. 7.97. They got such a massive file. The Warren County are over 8 policies. Gigabytes. The policies from Warren County are about 8 megabytes shared on the internet. Such a massive Warren County Sheriff policies. The Warren County but the McCracken are about 8 County Sheriff on the internet policies Warren County Sheriff are let's see. She said that they're 3.5 gigabytes. County are 3.5 gigabytes. What a huge difference. What a huge difference in size. That's incredible. That they're 3.5 how that is. Let's see. Are 3.5. Detective Eurowid wants to know where I'm at. Huge difference. Looks like I'm in a library, don't it? What a huge difference. Got a little bit of a background. I turned the camera sideways. It's got the 177 degrees, so it's practically sideways, so that I'm in the corner here, and I got everything off to the side that I want to bring up as a screen. I turned the camera. So, yeah, it's got the playing around with that. It's a little dining room area, or so it's practically sideways. Some kind of. Oh my God! I'm in the corner here. Oh, I didn't bring them. Oh, because they said they're full. I got everything. That's right. To the side that I want to bring up as a screen. I kind of want to turn this thing on. Yeah, why not? Playing around with that. We'll just see if there's any sound coming out. So I got issues with. Oh, I didn't bring them. Oh, that's close call. That's right. Issues with Paducah. I need to just get down there and talk to them. Why not? Because they're giving me such a hard time about. So I got going about getting records. Oh, that's close call. Let's see. Issues with maybe. Yeah, maybe I'll keep. I just turn it off. And talk. Yeah, I do want to talk about my car. There's a video that I wanted to pull up about getting and go over what I think. Because I think this is a video that's closest related to what my problem is. A video of a guy has. It's a car that's 10 years newer, and it really seems like he's got issues very similar to mine. Let's see. It's called. I think this is a video that's. I'm just looking on my tablet. What my problem is. It's down a little ways. A guy has. It's a car that's 10 years newer. Ford Focus and it really clutch fail. He's got issues very similar to mine. All right, I'm gonna search for. I think this is a video that's Ford on my tablet. I really don't want that. It's okay. I'll just down a little ways. YouTube. And then he's got some dots after it. Ford Focus clutch fail dot. And then there it is. Okay. I really don't want that. Okay. No, I guess I won't be able to hear it, but YouTube. And then with my mic, because the computer can't seem to play sound and take in mic information. And then there it is. Okay. But I know what it looks like. What I want to find. I guess I won't be able to hear it. All right, it's gonna be the screen that's currently up. The computer can't seem to play sound and take in mic. Move it off to the side. Mic information. Maybe increase it a little. But I know what it looks like. What I want to find.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5.
Wait, I gotta check the sounds.
In this car, it's weird because the pedal feels fine.
Hello.
Damaged or anything, but check this out. There's my clutch.
Look at that stuff right there. He's showing
2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only
this
$5.
this crud.
In this car, it's weird because the pedal
I don't
feels
want
fine.
full screen, do I? He's
Damaged
showing
or anything,
this.
but check this out.
This
There's my
crud.
clutch.
Look at that stuff right there. He's showing. Oh no, I can't be behind this. Yeah, I just have to. This crud. Oh no, I don't want to move that.
It's weird because the pedal
I don't
feels
want full
fine.
screen, do I? What is the deal with that crud?
Check this out.
He's got it. That's wound around his transmission. Because some part started just getting shaved off. It's some kind of a clutch thing, and I don't quite know. There's feedback. That's wound around his. Wait a second. What's playing? Transmission. I'll just turn the desktop audio off. I thought that would be okay. But something's playing. Hello? Oh. Yeah, I guess that's feedback there. All right, I guess man. Yeah, sorry about that. Alright, let's see. Saw a comment where a guy was telling you exactly the same thing about stuff breaking off and getting in your bell housing. Now I want to listen. Well, no, I'm actually being presented what it looks like. I need to see this stuff. And somebody actually took the time to show what this looks like. See, this guy was saying that his that this car wasn't working at all. It wasn't moving. He was saying that in the shifting, and it comes right up. When he shifts without even pushing in the clutch, he says he's able to shift without even pushing in the clutch. He shows like that's one of the symptoms of his problem with his Ford Focus. So that's not really a problem yet with me, but it seems like he's grinding. Look, he's shifting, and he doesn't have the clutch pushed in. He's just able to shift. And well, I should test that. I haven't actually tested that on my car yet, but you're supposed to be able to shift. You're not supposed to be able to shift into gear without pushing in the clutch, and he's doing that. So that's something. The car just won't move because everything is ground to a halt. Possibly the guy was clearly driving while the clutch was falling apart, and he said this clutch only has 80,000 miles on it. So there was something that was causing a early stage grinding, because my car's got 127,000, and I had a catastrophic failure with when I used the cruise control. I used the cruise control I had 3 failures with the cruise control that really wound up the engine. So that was the 3rd time that killed it. I wore down that clutch really fast, really hard. And this what's being presented seems to be the closest to what I believe has happened to my car, because my clutch is sideways like that. That oil thing on the right side is very familiar. So the layouts for the 2012 Ford Focus or 2013 looks very similar to my 2004. They didn't do a lot of changing. It's still a front wheel drive, sideways bell housing. Let's see. As the clutch, I'm trying to picture what is the clutch material. Is it metal shavings? Is it rubber? Because it sounds like rubber. it sounds like a rubber is when I'm getting out of first gear, it sounds like rubber is being torn up. I'm thinking, you know, even though I got one opinion, one guy said he barely noticed it, he couldn't really notice it, but that he was just a backwoods mechanic. I'm thinking that I need to actually focus on transmission shops and really seriously consider getting a replacement from one of those guys. As I'm heading to Paducah, I'll look for transmission shops specifically. So I'm gonna ask them. I'm gonna just, you know, see how the car runs, because it's not really slipping. That's the thing. It's just grinding hard, and something's being worn away. Not to the point of grinding hard though. Just I think it's on its way to grinding hard. But yeah, this guy has had a similar issue, and he did all the repair in his backyard over the course of 2 days, and he did it out of curiosity. He's talking about how he was really curious how it looked inside his Ford Focus, and so it was an exploratory thing. And I mean, he's clearly got some experience as being a mechanic, explaining his way through this, showing all the wires and stuff, taking out the side axle and popping that joint, getting the wheel off, draining the transmission fluid. That takes some effort and time. Then you got a commercial to watch from the Blue Plant Hack, and then back to it, take it in. I think he had to take off both tires. He had to take off both of those, and they were in good shape for him. I was wondering if I'd need to have those replaced, but I don't think so. Probably not. Brake material. All those need replaced at this. Yeah, the clutch is a clutch kit. I don't think they even sell a clutch by itself. You could do maybe a clutch from if it was like from a used or a place where cars are scrapped, a scrap yard. If you just took out the clutch, I mean, I guess you could just do that. But yeah, this guy, he said that the bell housing weighs 200 pounds. Throwout bearing, you just when you get in there, replace everything. He even evaluated his throwout bearing, and he thought that it looked good. But he still replaced it anyway because it comes with the kit. What is brake material like? Is it ceramic? It was all that fuzz that he showed. Actually, it's towards the center. He showed it twice. Okay, he cleaned it up there. He said he couldn't take the flywheel to any machine shop because the machine shop is not able to like grasp the flywheel properly to hold it in place. Yeah, he shows off the inside. So is that what is that stuff inside the bell housing exactly? Let me ask that as part of open records request. Okay, I think I can do this. Oh wait, because I detached because I popped out I popped out the chat, so it's not going to show, is it? There it is. Well then engage with your audience. Start a poll. What? Yeah. What? Come on. I can't type? Oh, it's there. Okay. What is the material? What is the material shavings in the transmission here? Okay, is it rubber? Is it metal? Is it ceramic? Any other options? Rubber, metal, ceramic. What else could that be? A plastic? I don't know. I'll just say plastic. I'm pretty sure it can't be a plastic. So I have a poll here. What? It comes in the pop-out chat too? Oh. All right. I guess I could have just done the pop-out chat. All right. Start a poll. Okay. Okay. Okay, get out of it. Okay, I need to shrink that now. Close. Okay. Okay. So, let's see. Let's see, your throat. Okay. Amazing that so many people nowadays are completely ignorant of the most basic. Well, the stick shift came into popularity maybe in the early 1900s. As like a stick shift was one of the first ways of shifting. You were the gear shifter, and now automatic transmissions are becoming more popular, especially with AI. Imagine automatic trans AI automatic cars. I mean, it's not really. It's not. I don't think transmissions are going to be, or stick shift transmissions are going to be so common knowledge because the technology changes. Let's see, your throwout bearing and pressure plate all wear out. Yep, they do, but I'm still able to drive my car. I'm still able to go up hills without it slipping. So there's something going on there. So it would be like a ceramic. You think that that material that guy has in his car, in his bell housing, is going to be like the same material that you find on your tire brake pads. So like a ceramic, it'd be because it's ceramic on metal that you're rubbing. So it could, I guess that could have been the option. Is it a combination? It could be possibly a combination of ceramic and metal, and it really is a fine, like cotton type of what he's showing is bouncy. It's cottony because it got stirred up so much. Let's see. Yeah, he took 4 hours, he said. This guy said it took him 4 hours, and I'm getting quoted 7 hours by auto shops. So those are some real breaks that these mechanics take. Neat. Okay. Stumps. Yeah, get a stump seat's very is a very fast choice if you can find a good stump. Quick replacement with if you got a bad seat, just use a stump. A clutch pad material is going to be ceramic, I think. Yeah, I need to downgrade my vehicle. Okay, what did they say? It's metal or ceramic? And we got 4 votes. Okay. All right, so I guess I can close this out. Let's see. End poll. 50-50 metal or ceramic. All right, that's. Oh, I got the chat covered up anyway. Well, whatever. I'm showing this. So that's that stuff that you say in there is a combination of metal and ceramic, and he shows it a little bit. Let's see. It's right. What? Oh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me close out of that. Go back into this. Okay. So he shows the actual plates, and see that's the thing. What confuses me is it's okay. It's so black. What confuses me is that it's black. He said that there was a metal piece in there. I have a better picture though what this guy is showing of what's going on inside my clutch. I expect there to be like a little cotton, a black cotton on the outside, just resting on the bottom of my bell housing. But it's like a cotton that's bunchy and all Alright, and then we go to where it's been wearing. So it's been wearing away at the center. All those teeth look fine. Even though his car can't drive, or that car can't drive, it didn't kill the teeth. So I guess I can assume that my teeth are in relatively good shape still. Oh yeah, there's some clutches that use asbestos. So you don't want to breathe in any of that. Apparently that's very toxic. I've been driving for over 300 miles, but it's gonna get worse. Yeah, it's definitely gonna get worse. I believe it's gonna get worse. Yeah, this is a 2013 Focus, almost 10 years younger than mine, and yeah, he's got there's a wear that occurred. Yeah, and inside this bell housing is very toxic. So he's touching a very toxic substance. He's picking it up. You know, and Chris Fix talked about how he said that he sprays the bell housing. He sprays inside. So I'm wondering if this guy didn't say that he sprayed inside. He just kind of took it all off. He's a younger guy. He took it all off and then just started handling it, started showing what's inside. And it's that mess. He got some off the top. Some just kind of collects on the top there. You don't want to be breathing in asbestos. I actually had like a viewer stop at my car when I was in a library, and he's on a air tanks. He had a little air tank next to him. He's an older white-haired guy, and he could barely breathe. And he was telling me that he watches my channel, and he said that he worked with asbestos for like a summer, or maybe 3 summers, in his younger years, and his lungs have been messed up ever since. So this can be very toxic. You don't want to breathe any of that in. You can drive with your clutch going bad. Yeah. All right. Let's see. It's not that toxic. I've been playing with. It depends on the form of asbestos. If it's all wet, if it's wet all the time, then yeah, maybe it's not so bad. It's stuck. Yeah, I'm risking being stuck on the side of the road. Clutch disc material. Yeah, what part of the clutch? It is going to be all over the place as a clutch. Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, it's like cotton, how they make cotton candy at the fairgrounds. This transmission is making clutch cotton candy inside, and that's the most that it can make. He's not showing. To me, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of clutch stuff in there. It doesn't take wearing away that much. That's not a huge pile on the bottom. That's not a whole lot, and the car just stopped driving. So it's just a little bunch. It's just a little. It's just a small cotton candy bunch of material there. So once it starts wearing away, for however reason, that's not a lot. Because it's all contained. It's not like blowing out the transmission, right? The transmission contains everything. It's got to be sealed from rain and conditions. So that's not a lot. It doesn't take much once it really starts wearing bad. All right, those teeth are not gears, they are push points. So yeah, the teeth are fine. You can see a little wear on the center part of the teeth, but it wasn't, there's nothing broken in there. And this guy's showing, like, he said that the rivets are broken. Yeah, there's some shops I had some that could have already finished my work, but I'm still driving. Okay, now I'm guessing that this is the clutch material that's wearing away, it doesn't have like a indicator like brakes. Brakes will squeal to let you know that there's a problem, but with the clutch, you really don't get much of a notification. You just I mean, I'm getting a grinding sound, and apparently eventually it'll just stop altogether. But he was saying that on this, all right. So what's wearing away the most? There's just a black mark. It doesn't look like it's wearing away at the center. It's just all black, like it was getting a fire, a smoky fire in the center there. Yeah, mine isn't slipping. Most of it blows away. It doesn't blow. You're saying that the transmission has an airflow in and airflow out? How did that bunch that he was able to grab actually stay inside? I mean, that should have blown out too, right? There was stuff right on top of the center port, and then the stuff on the very bottom. An 1/8 inch pad is not much. Well, okay, so this guy talks about how the rivets were getting torn into. I can't really tell exactly. It's kind of like it's something that you have to be trained to really see, I guess. Because I'm curious what it looks like inside. Yeah, who's gonna resurface my flywheel? Is anybody on YouTube capable of that? That's something you take to a mechanic. This guy, oh, all right. See that little material that fell? So when he was moving something, does this settings thing show up? I'll just take that off. Okay. Look at that little thing that just kind of flipped off. Was that inside or outside? See this little... Oh, I skipped a big time there. That little thing right there that's flapping, is that visible? Let me see. There's a little thing on the bottom that's flapping. Let's see if I can... Nope, I can't do it that way. I'm making it flap right now. And that looks inside. That doesn't even look like it was a part of the seal. That looks like it was inside. What could that be made of? That's not metal. Metal doesn't flap. Okay, it was just kind of resting. And that's a part of the flywheel, I believe. It's you should get a clutch. No, clutch comes with I've gotten a couple of clutch kits, and I've turned the one I bought like 5 years ago, thinking my clutch is gonna go out, and I held on to it for a long time, and then recently got rid of it, and then the clutch actually does give out, so I bought another one, and then I returned it for a refund, so I don't have any clutch on me. You think it was more clutch material? Oh, that's a good yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so that stuff there. Oh, let me give a thumbs up there. All right, it just kind of falls off clutch material. So it was winding in there, and then it had to fall out. So it's not. Oh, he just pulled out a little bit more there. He got a little fuzz. You know, and this video quality isn't the best. So, you know, in being there would be, and watching it's better. He pulls out a little fuzz there. I think I got fuzz. Maybe all clutches at 100,000 miles are going to have some kind of fuzz at different levels, because the clutches are always constantly wearing away, pulling out more fuzz with his bare hands. He doesn't. This guy's back, just doing it in his backyard. He just kind of pulls on more of that fuzz. So that fuzz got to the outside, stuck on the inside, and I believe this is his flywheel, because he's got the transmission off, and you just keep the flywheel. Well, you can take the flywheel off. You got to machine it. He's got to clean that flywheel. It's got dents in there, which that's what a machinist does. I don't understand why he's got those 6 holes off center on that flywheel for. It doesn't look like there's bolts or anything. Why does he have those holes? For air? Okay. Yeah, I need to get my clutch off. And that's the thing, you gotta get the clutch off. And it's just he said it took him an hour to get to the clutch. I mean, this is a backyards guy who has all the equipment. He's not a paid mechanic. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm procrastinating. Like I'm sitting, like I'm just kind of sitting on the couch watching TV and putting off this job. I'm not procrastinating that way. Finding these guys is not easy. There's a metal piece. Finding a good mechanic who can work on it on a timely basis. I think I want to focus on transmission shops, and then see what their schedules are like to do a clutch replacement. Because I think it's probably a good time just to do it anyway. It sounds bad, and it should last the rest of the life of the car. I mean, it's not fixing the engine, so the engine's still going, and at least getting the clutch now. I mean, I'll get the max amount of life out of it I can before the engine goes at 127. I think that's a balancing thing. Yeah, the transmission. What I would do is, like, you see this metal piece is pointing almost right at the center point there. What you do is you jiggle that that nodule thing at the center. You jiggle that to see if it's loose. And if it's tight, then the transmission's good. If it's loose, then the transmission's bad. So no, I haven't eliminated whether or not the transmission's good or not, because you got to jiggle that center thing. You got to get in there, jiggle it, and then determine if it's what kind of shape it's in. And that takes time. That takes work. Yeah, you just need the right tools. I've been watching a few videos, and I mean, I think I could do it. I might be a little slower than other people, but I think I could get to it. For a Ford Focus, it's not a big truck. Apparently, he said that this bell housing weighs 200 pounds. He thinks that metal. I think he shows where he thinks that metal piece came from. He shows, yeah, right there. So some kind of metal rivets. There's rivets and then little flanges. So I'm assuming that the outside rim got worn away enough, so much to the point that that started wearing away on the metal piece towards the center. That was getting involved in the wear and tear, which then eventually led to the Ford Focus not moving at all. Let's see. Yeah, I need to get an oil change. That's something I need to do. All right. So yeah, the wear was being buffered by that ceramic material on the other side. I think the wear happens on this side of the clutch, right? And then it gets worn down so much. He's showing kind of the thickness there. See, I can't tell. It looks kind of thick to me. I mean, it's how eighth of an inch. Is that what I'm being told? That it only has an eighth of an inch, so it can only be worn down so much. And then this is the other side. I don't know. It looks like it's missing a plate. Possibly a plate got broken off, because it doesn't have an even look to it. I can't. I mean, he may mention what happened there. Oh yeah, okay. You could clearly see. You could see the. Whoops. You could see that the one of the plates got one of the plates fell off and broke off one of the back supporting plates. That's probably just what destroyed. He said it's only got 80,000 miles. That plate just falling off on its own could cause a lot of destruction. And did that plate get turned into the cotton candy? I mean, is that a user error, or is that a like manufacturing error? So the clutch completely. You're saying the clutch material is completely missing, but I'm seeing some. What do you mean? There's still. You could see it on this picture. This is the support side, and then the wear side, the side that gets worn out, is this side right here. That's the side that looks like it's the most protected. You can see that the all the screws and stuff, they're embedded inside that material. That's the ceramic material, and then the supporting side is this, but a plate broke off. So why did that plate break off? Was it a poor manufacturing issue, or what? That's catastrophic. I mean, could that have happened to my car? I don't know. That looks pretty catastrophic to me. Let's see. So that's what he's showing. That's what broke pretty much. That's the big that's the damaged. This is the most damaged component in his clutch system, I'm thinking. This wheel right here, the clutch wheel is the most in it, and it looks like it got embedded. That plate broke off, and some of it just kind of got embedded in the center up above somehow, in some weird way. Maybe this is just this might have been a cheap part, because yeah, it looks like, okay, it wears away at the bottom piece. So that's the wear side. It's still pretty much held together, but he said it was slipping. It would that kind of damage can cause maybe a lot of slipping when metal shavings get caught in the clutch activity. That could maybe cause slipping. I'm trying to be careful, but yeah, it's hard to say. Even being careful, sometimes you can have accidents. So that's the wear. That metal a lot has turned a lot. And then, now he said he pressure washed the clutch. He used a pressure washer. And Chris Fix said that he could he sprays water inside the transmission to keep the dust, that toxic dust, down. So I guess using water using a pressure washer may not be so bad. Using a little water and air flow. I mean, with a pressure washer, you're really blowing around. You want to be careful about that and protect your breathing. Yeah, the fly. Who's going to resurface? You see, this is a clutch kit, and who's going to resurface the flywheel? That's the thing. This guy did not. He just kind of wiped off. He didn't do any work on the divots on his flywheel. So he pressed just the inside of the bell housing. He pressure washed, and that's, what is that, the new, or is that the old? But he's talking about how, yeah, that's the flywheel. He took off the flywheel. The machine shop won't resurface it for him because they don't have the capability of holding it in place properly with those little tines on the bottom side. I think those might interfere. They need to be able to put a good grip. Apparently, they need to be able to grip the metal material properly so that they can resurface. So they declined. This machine shop had to decline business. They'll turn away certain business. All he needs is that flywheel flat, like smoothed out. Take all those divots out, because those divots can be problematic. And it's pretty much standard. It looks like it's pretty easy to change out the slave cylinder. He just kind of removes the old one. He says that one looks to be in good enough shape, and just replace it with a new one just to be safe. Oh wait, he did say after he put the new one in that he did notice a slight difference because he was spinning it. He was kind of playing around with spinning it. But it's just getting a new unused one, or a brand new one to replace. It's supposed to stay clean. I think you could probably use temporary water. It's supposed to stay clean, but you gotta consider safety, because breathing in that dust is more dangerous than getting the bell housing wet. So I can understand using a little bit of water. They didn't spray a hose in there. He said he used a pressure washer, not the hose. So that's a bit of a difference. Let's see. Yeah, I'm critiquing this guy's work. He looks like he's doing a good job so far, so I have no complaints. So that's the 200-pound transmission. That's about what mine probably weighs too. All the work has to be done internally. So yeah, he did the slave cylinder. I don't know if it's my slave cylinder, but it could be. I don't think my damage isn't exactly this damage. I think it's that thing right there. I like to think that thing he pushed in, and then he spins it a little bit, right in the center. That's like on ball bearings. It spins, and I don't know. I feel like that could have been what I did, because when I was going downhill, and I was out of gear, and then I decided to try cruise control. I shot up to 6,000 RPMs, and then things went downhill from there. The clutch got tight, and then it started getting more normal again. But now I'm grinding a lot, and I kind of think it's that center piece that might have gone out on me, because I think pushing in the clutch would push that against the plates, and I think I stressed that out. I mean, it's hard to tell, but that piece does get pushed against the clutch. He's spinning it. See, it's supposed to spin. I think 6,000 RPMs from zero to 6,000 in a second. I don't know. I think I just strained it with that stupid clutch cruise control. I'm no longer using cruise control because that's what started it all for me, for my downhill problems going downhill. Oh man, yeah. No, I think it's much better to get out of the South and then start looking for a vehicle. I need to get out of the South because they're trying to steal my bicycle. The cops are telling me that I could get shot, my bicycle stolen, my car jacked. This is in the South, so I'm out of Mississippi, which is good, but I'm in Tennessee, which is not that much better. At least I think getting into Illinois, I was warned about how they charge a higher price for mechanical services in the north, but I think my car is less likely to get jacked or burglarized in the north than it is in the south. They got some serious criminal issues in the south, and I want to get out of the south to more seriously look for somewhere to have the car fixed. But yeah, also focus on transmission shops, not just a general everyday mechanic who does oil changes to clutch changes. Somebody who's just focused on transmission, and they're kind of sparse where I'm at. I don't see any transmission shops. It's all just general mechanics. And if you go to some of those general mechanics, they'll say that they don't even have the tools, possibly because their tools got stolen. See, he's doing that cross. He's actually using an electric drill to tighten that plate in, and he's doing the cross strategy, but he's using an electric drill, which I don't know, people suggest you don't, but this guy seems to have no problem. Because this is a successful change. His car runs after this. I don't really have any preference for models. Just the size is what's most important to me. Kind of need a small vehicle. Save on money. A lot of people have complaints about VW. Uh, so yeah, that's the building phase he's going through, and getting it. Yeah, he said okay. He's got it on. He said it was 200 pounds, and he's just got under there, and now he's just kind of pushed that 200-pound transmission right on there, got it bolted in, and he said it took him 5 minutes of shuffling it around to get it connected. He did it himself, and he's got it in there. So that's pretty impressive. This is over the course of 2 days, like after work, working on it, getting that transmission or getting the clutch replaced. So that's pretty impressive. A lot of pieces to put together. Yeah, the stick shift is becoming less popular, but yeah, it's becoming less popular. That looks like the very similar setup to my 2004. I got the air intake in the front, the battery in the back. So everything he's showing is very similar. Apparently my car was built with California standards, so it might have been ahead of its time for emission standards. compared to the newer cars. It might be more like a newer car, but just older parts. Newer style, but older parts for the standards of California. Yeah, it looks like I drove through Nebraska a couple of times, north to south, south to west, or south to north. But that was during COVID, so I didn't really I didn't really pay much attention to Nebraska because of the COVID thing. They closed down libraries. I go to a small town library, and it's closed for COVID. I look inside and I see people sitting around a table, like they're taking advantage of the COVID closures and just making it their little exclusive club. Club COVID. A lot of clubs developed or emerged from COVID. It was people on the inside who could make use of those buildings after COVID, and you know, kick the public out so they could just use it as their little clubs to hang out at during this whole event. I bet they were liking that a lot. The ones who have the access. That's the plates. That's like a big. That plate secures the transmission in place, so it doesn't wobble. But he has to screw in the plates, and then the battery sits on top of that. So yeah, this guy he's changed out his transmission, and it was a success because he takes it on the road. With Hardee's, the mix and match breakfast. I got some chicken I gotta cook. Yeah, he takes it. Yeah, he fills up the liquid. Oh, he talks about how he kind of messed up the threading on one of these rods, and he just replaced the rod. But he got that fixed, and replacing the transmission fluid, and then talking about how it feels okay, and then he's everything. It no longer goes into gear when he doesn't have the clutch pedal pressed. He could feel that difference. And I need to check that for myself. I haven't yet really. But now the clutch is working in the park. He can tell with a little test there that it's working, and then he could just take off. He can actually move. So it's a successful replacement there. He couldn't move before, and he could shift into different gears without using the clutch. Replaces it, and then now he got it working again. So that's his video, and you know, it's interesting. It really shows me like what could be the problem. Out of all the videos I've seen for clutch replacement, this is the best one for closest to my Ford Focus. That gives me a good idea, but I don't think that a little metal piece broke off. I guess with all that spinning, something can give out. It's going to give out somehow. I want to get my car fixed. CV axles hold the tires. Yeah, I got this is my car, right? Just watching other vehicles. I've been watching quite a bit. Scotty Kilmer, Chris Fix, you know, all the big ones. Eric the Car Guy. Whatever they could say. Help me learn about my clutch issues. So that's that's that. Let's see. I just get rid of it. So yeah, that's the clutch issue. And let's see, is there? I want to talk about some criminal things that that came up with Paducah, and I did mention that early on. I guess I guess the clutch really has taken a lot of my attention. Just every time I drive, it's giving me problems. So yeah, it's something I need to take care of. Um, yeah, but anything else? Is there the legal issues? I mean, I'm getting closer and closer to Paducah. So um, when I get back, I'll be making some videos of my interactions, more interactions with the cops. I'll have court hearing number 3. I want to get a copy of court hearing number 2. I still haven't gotten that. So I guess I'll pay the 25 for that, because I need the insights. I need people to. A lot of people watch court hearing number 1, so I want to get court hearing number 2. I got a little CD player, so I can actually play it. It's rare that Walmart sells CD players, but I found one that does, so I just bought it just to have it. And then whatever, and then I'll get the police, the sheriff policies that are 3.5 gigabytes, because this will be interesting to see why it's 3.5 gigabytes. What are they? How are they saving their documents? They're trying to save them in the highest resolution possible. 'Cause that's a huge difference. Um, so yeah, I guess I guess I'll go with that. I don't really have anything else to say. I'm just kind of trying to get north, get back to Paducah, back to all that. It's so fun to deal with their problems. That they're inviting strangers to to be a part of their problems. They feel like they can just pick fights with random strangers outside of the town. I'm guessing they just want to pick fights with people outside of visitors. They want to pick fights with visitors. They got enough resources to do that, to be comfortable doing that. So all right, let's go. I just need to get a lot more evidence. I need to look at those POPs files. And that's got to be my next question. I still haven't really asked. I want to see disciplinary records for POPs files. So that's the next thing. I guess I should stop this. I got other, I should probably